I guess my experiences with hospice have really come full circle. They began when our family business, Farm Bureau Insurance, Candy Brennan and I had the Farm Bureau Insurance Agency. And at that time, we began by putting together packages for the Evening for Hospice auction, not knowing how close we really were to actually using hospice in our family. Then in late 2005 and in early 2006, it became evident through my father's health situation. He had some tough decisions to make around dialysis and his ongoing treatment, or whether he was going to face the inevitable, which would be his death after quitting dialysis. Was really embraced by hospice. As it was a difficult time. It's something, until you experience it, it's something that you never can imagine how to deal with death. Part of the process for us was facilitated by the hospice nurse was just to make sure that each one of these facets were connected. And there's just so much going on in the families, and such turmoil and emotionally that you just don't know how to act. So to have a stable, caring, loving person come in and organize things and smooth things and make sure that each of these pieces that may already be there in your life are coming together at the right time just played such a critical role for us. But the most important thing that stands out to me is how the hospice nurse came in and how close my father drew to her immediately. Her personality as she came in, he just really wrapped his arms around her, and her arms were open for him. And the rest of our family, our whole family nucleus was affected by the nurse's presence, and how they were able to just really take a tough situation and put as much ease into it as possible. And how it affected our family and the interaction with hospice was the presence of the hospice team at his funeral. What a statement that made to our family, that not only were they interested in helping me with our father's death process, but they were also interested in the well-being of our family after the death and the short term, and even the communication well beyond, and getting my mother into making available the grief counseling that she needed to help deal with the traumatic event that we had just been through, and be able to speak to people and to let them know the importance of hospice, and how we just never know how God's going to work, but in the near future you may need hospice. We had no way to predict that, but it is a possibility. And just to be able to realize that it's there for us when we need it, and then to be able to have a chance to open your heart and make a contribution is something that you may be paid back for at some point, like we were